Hey friends, can you achieve your 10-year goal in just 6 months? I want you to tell your honest opinion on this. I'll also tell my opinion in the end. But first, let's see the opinion of Peter Theil, who is an entrepreneur and founded PayPal, who tied up with Elon Musk and worked with him. And he is the best-selling author of book, 0 to 1. Peter Theil founded PayPal in 1998. And just after 4 years, in 2002, he sold PayPal and became multi-millionaire. At that time, his age was 35 years old. On this, he says an interesting thing, I wish I knew that it doesn't take 10 years to be a millionaire. Sometimes 6 months is enough. And you can find its reference in Tools of Titan book. Before making a positive opinion on it, I want to tell you a hard fact also. And that is, all the people who are watching this video, 6% out of them would be able to complete their goals. Not in 6 months, but in their whole life. And I'm not saying this unnecessarily. According to a research, only 20% of the people ever set their goal. That is, 80% of the viewers won't set their life goal. And that's why their probability of achieving the goal is really low. And 20% of the people who set their goal, 30% of them would be able to achieve their goal. Around 6% of the people would be able to achieve their goal. If you want to be in those 6% people, have patience to watch this video till the end. Because, at first, it is important to understand that how can do it if it is possible? First step is to open the brain for this possibility. That, yes, it can be done. And to do that, let me ask you a question. What you think? How many years it takes to be a world-class artist? 10 years? 20 years? Well, the author of book named Totality X, his father's name is Buck Paulson. When Buck Paulson was 28 years old, he has responsibility of whole family. He has wife, 3 kids, and a good wife also. But whenever he was coming from job to his home, many a times he used to watch an artist on road who used to make paintings. He found that thing very interesting. Many a times he used to stop and see how he makes paintings. And one day he came to home and told his wife that, I want to be an artist. And then in his first attempt, he made this painting using a towel. Now see, he had never done painting in his life. But there was something which was attractive for him. But the thing was that he was 28 years old, had 3 kids and wife. He had a lot of responsibilities, due to which it was not so easy to leave the job. But still he had decided to be an artist. That's why he had started learning the lessons of becoming an artist. He learned many things for weeks. But still he was very average. That's why he didn't have courage to tell his wife that I want to leave the job and want to do full-time painting. The speed at which his life was running. He thought that if I keep going at this speed, then it will take him 10 years to be a great artist. But he didn't have time. He had to do things fast. And then he met his friend who was very wise. He told him, see, if you want to be a master artist, then you shouldn't waste your time with average people. Rather, you should go to the person who is already master in this art. That thing hit him hard. And then he came to know that a person named Claude Buck has come to the town, who is one of the all-time best 100 artists. And Paulson went there. And he told him, I haven't done that much painting, but I want to be a good painter in less time. I have to learn this art. Would you please train me? To this, Claude said 15 words only. And it changed Paulson's life completely. Those words were, let's see if we can make a great artist out of you in a year. Claude tells that he saw a burning desire in Paulson of becoming a world-class artist. And he found that desire very interesting. That he was ready to do anything to learn from him. Was ready to give him money. Was ready to give his time. He was ready to sacrifice everything to be a good artist. Which Claude liked a lot. That's why he started giving him training. After learning from Claude, the first painting that Claude made was this. Basically, he had created a masterpiece. Maybe you and I don't understand this thing. But this painting is a masterpiece, due to which he started getting famous. He opened his academy, was on cover of many magazines, had a show on TV. Basically, you can say he had become a great artist in 1 year. And which other people used to take 10 to 20 years to do the same thing. He had done the same in 1 year. And the reason, you can say, was his burning desire, and having a mentor, about which Napoleon Hill talks in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Because remember that everything starts from a burning desire. And if there is a mentor to direct that desire, that you can do great things. Because remember that desire is like fuel. But maybe you put that fuel in a small car, which runs slow. Or maybe you put that fuel in a fast car. Along with having a mentor, you should focus on a strategy. That is called Win strategy, which will help you to achieve 10 years goals in 6 months. W of Win strategy stands for Widen your goals. You must have heard many things about goals. That we should make goals. It is very true. But there can be a debate on how the goals should be. And many authors do debate on this. Like you must have heard about goals. That goals should be smart. About which I have made a video also. Smart goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But there is a book named Hard Goals. And its author Mark Murphy says that he did a research. And when he asked the 4,000 employees who were following SMART goals and were working in 397 companies, that would you be able to achieve your goals this year? Then just 30% of them agreed that they would achieve their goals. Rest of them didn't believe it. And you can say, this is a drawback of SMART goals. Whereas according to Mark Murphy, your goals shouldn't be just SMART, but hard also. Hard stands for heartfelt, animated, required, and difficult. Let me tell you what hard means. H of hard stands for heartfelt. See, many people set goals sometimes. But what is the reason behind that? You should have 3 reasons why you want to achieve that goal. And remember, the more strong your reason is, the higher the chances are that you would achieve your goal. Example, if you are very fat, physically unhealthy, and don't look attractive, then you can give yourself that you have to look attractive so that people can respect me more, so that I can impress girls, so that I don't live alone and lonely, so that people don't make fun of me. Similarly, the more strong reasons you give yourself, the higher the chances are that you would be able to lose weight. The problem of SMART goals is that SMART goals go with logics. But the thing is that we humans are emotional creatures, not logical. That's why it is very important for goals to be heartfelt. Second, A of hard stands for animated. You, after 1 year, or 6 months later, or 2 years later, whenever you want to achieve your goal, when you achieve that goal, then how would you feel? How that fit body make you feel? Try to feel that. Try to visualize that. I have made a video on visualization. If you are interested in that video, you can check it out. Now let's come to the R of hard, which is required. It is very important for you to ask yourself that whatever your goal is, what is required to achieve that goal? What to leave? That is also very important, which will get cleared in next point. D of hard stands for difficult. You should have enough idea related to your goal. That how difficult your goal is. Like if you make a goal, that I want to be a billionaire in 6 months, that how hard it is. Have you any idea? How much hard work you would have to do to achieve that goal? What you would have to sacrifice? Have you any idea? Honestly, psychologist Edwin Locke studied the goals and motivation of people for 40 years. And he found one thing in common. If your goal is very easy, then you would take it easy. And if your goal is very difficult, then you would leave it because of the fear of failure. What to do? Neither hard nor easy. Well, your goals should be hard but achievable. Like for example, if I ask you to do 2 push-ups every day. If 2 push-ups are very easy for you, then you won't have fun. Dopamine won't get released. Or if you do 20 push-ups, and 20 push-ups are very hard, then still you won't be able to do it. You have to find a middle ground, like 5 or 10 push-ups, which are challenging but interesting as well, and give sense of achievement also. It was W of Win strategy. Now let's come to the I of Win strategy, which is integrated milestone. You know how Mount Everest is climbed? How much efforts it takes and what the strategy should be. To be honest, I didn't know. But let me share with you, it is very interesting. Understand it very carefully. To climb Mount Everest, you have to take several months training, have to pass a lot of medical tests, have to tell that you are physically fit. Not just that, you have to climb small mountains. After that, you are ready to climb Mount Everest. Now see, this is how the way of climbing Mount Everest looks like. There are total 5 camps, which you can consider milestones. First of all, you have to reach the base camp. There you live for several weeks. It's not that you stayed for one day and then start. You stay there for weeks, so that your body adapts the conditions. And then you go ahead. And then you start climbing in April. First of all, you go to Camp 1 from base camp. After that, you don't go back to the Camp 2. You come back to the base camp. And then you climb Camp 1 again. Then you go to Camp 2. Then you don't go to Camp 3. You go back to the pavilion. You come back to the base camp. Why do they do it? Because your body gets trained by doing it, to adapt situations. And then in the month of May, when the weather conditions are better for climbing, then you achieve the milestones one by one. From base camp to Camp 1. From Camp 1 to Camp 2. From Camp 2 to Camp 3 and then Camp 4. Then Camp 4 at last. You have to do all such thing to climb Mount Everest. Mount Everest is a big goal. Similarly, if you want to achieve big goals in your life, then remember that it is not that you have decided today, and you want to be millionaire in 6 months and you would do it. It will go like this. You would keep working hard daily and growing every day. It won't happen. Many ups and downs would keep coming. You would work hard and would get some results. Then you would keep working hard but won't get any results. You would come down, and then you would go up. It will keep happening. Only then your mind, body, and belief system would be able to adapt. That yes, you can do great things. Understand it carefully. While understanding this, you should set integrated milestone. This was I. And then comes N of win, which means navigate obstacles. See, I told you in hard goals also that there are some requirements to achieve goals. You would understand that point here. For example, you have to clear a competitive exam. And you have 3 years to crack that competitive exam. When you have 3 years, that what the approach would be of maximum people. That, okay, I have 3 years. Let me do it slowly. I will study, we'll play also. We'll go here and there. We'll give time to family. Everything would be balanced perfectly. And you would try to do it in a balanced way. But as soon as you think that there is 1 year, 1 attempt to clear the exam, and have to do it no matter what happens. If you have set your goal like this, then do you think you would be able to do it in a balanced way? Well, most probably you won't be able to do it. If you want to do anything in less time, then a lot of sacrifices are required. You would have to learn how to say a no to your friends. Maybe you have to stop going out. You would have to stop scrolling. Similarly, there would be a lot of requirements, and have to understand a lot of obstacles. In fact, you have to see which obstacles are about to come in future. If you have to do something in 1 year or 6 months, that what obstacles can come in the way, which can stop you from reaching the goals. Meditate and write about it, and how you would overcome those obstacles. What things you have to say no to. You have to clarify all these things. If you do this, only then your win strategy would work. Jordan Peterson says, if you don't choose your sacrifices, life will. If you don't sacrifice yourself, then life will make you sacrifice things. And this is very true. If you want to build health, then you have to sacrifice tasty food. If you have to make money, then you have to sacrifice time pass. If you want free time in future, then today you would have to work hard for extra hours. Would have to do many such things. Would have to understand the obstacles. Then you can achieve big goals. Now let me give my opinion on it. Warren Buffett said an interesting thing. He said that no matter how hard you try, you can deliver a baby of 9 months in 1 month. Basically, he was saying that some things take time. I also agree to this. Some things take time. But talking about achieving 10-year goals in 6 months, then Elon Musk also says something about it. He says that be restless in your life. Have less patience. And try to think about this possibility. To raise question, that can I achieve 10-year goals in 6 months? Because the thing is, sometimes our brain gives us a lot of excuses. Maybe you have listened about Parkinson's law. That sometimes the time we give to us, we are able to do that thing in that time. Like, if I have given myself 1 month to make video, then I'll make video in 1 month. And then if I have given myself 1 week to make video, then I'll make the video in 1 week. Quality may vary, But sometimes we get output in less time also. Fine? So, I am telling you with this logic that ask yourself this question, can I achieve 10 years goal in 6 months? And try that whether it is really possible or not. And at least go all in. Must try. Because if you go with this mentality, that you have to do 10-year things in 6 months, then you won't achieve that goal in 6 months. There are very high chances that you won't achieve that goal. But the things for which you are about to take 2 to 10 years, you will do that in 5 years. Maybe in 7 years. I think you would definitely save some years. This is my opinion. What your opinion is, tell me in the comments section. And if you are interested in taking mentorship from me and want to learn content creation from me, then I am going to do a Zoom meeting. The link is given below. Must register yourself. The seats are limited. And secondly, if you want to keep learning book things for free, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. I can see that a lot of people haven't subscribed the channel, so please subscribe, so that people can encourage book reading. I can see that there are many channels. I am not saying that those channels are bad, but those channels can have several millions of subscribers. So this book summary channel should have 10 million subscribers. What you think? Let me know in the comment section. Keep showing your support and love, so that I can keep teaching people good things. So that there can be improvements in the lives of all of us. Remember that the more we grow, the more economy would boost, and the more money would go in the pocket of all of us. Okay, with this mentality, do subscribe as much as possible. And keep sharing this video. Thank you so much for giving your time. Keep learning, keep winning, keep reading books, and keep achieving your goals. Thank you so much.